Hey, look at that. I also hear people.
Ads.
Ads.
Hello, test.
Hey, look at that.
Oh, yeah, we're on.
Hey.
Hey, everybody. Oh, my God, I'm looking at the light.
Yeah, the light's super bright.
Yes, it's very bright. Here we go. Hey, everyone. Heather here.
And I'm Tom.
This is Tom. I'm looking at the light. Can we move this so it's not near the... There we go. Okay. Let's do this.
Oh.
Okay, there we go. Hey, everybody. Happy Halloween. Da, 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 da. So I've been thinking about bringing back Heather's Happy Hour for a while, and I figured to just stick with the same time.
I told you I like the idea.
Wednesdays at 6, and here we are.
Wednesday, 6:06.
Yep, it just happens to be Halloween, so we're
Spooky.
in costume. Tom, what's your costume?
I am the Aquabats.
He's the Aquabats. I threw something together, and I'm a cat. A black cat. But, yeah. Is that a doji?
It is a doji.
A doji! What's up, man? Good to see you. Hi. So, it's 6 o'clock, and the trick-or-treaters are probably going to be coming as we live stream.
We had one already.
Yeah. We had one. How many bags of candy do we got?
Many.
We have a lot.
We should do a mukbang. We should do a mukbang of.
Yeah, we should. Oh, that's a good idea. We should
Halloween
just,
mukbang.
Eat the candy.
You can't see the candy here.
I've never had this one because I didn't know what it was.
Oh, well, let me have one with you.
Crackle?
Crackle, it's rice.
I've never had this.
See, and then you can...
Because I was always about the name brand candy, and this is like, I didn't know what this one was.
Look, James and Mark are here. See, they can,
James and Mark,
can moderate our mukbang. This is a crackle.
Love you too. Oh, you just went in for it. Gee, it's like a crunch?
It's rice.
Like crunch. No.
Yeah.
All right, let's try it.
It's good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, now I'm sad.
Because you missed it for...
Yeah, for 33 years. I totally
we have a lot of...
it. It's pretty good.
Wait, this is my candy. This is... That's not...
Black cat with purple hair next to a bat out of water. Yes, that's what we are.
Yep.
I've never had Crackle. Yeah, never had Crackle. I was a Gryffindor Quidditch keeper today. How cool. That's an awesome costume.
James and Mark said, do we get trick-or-treaters? Yeah, one year I think we got like 50.
Oh, counting. Why didn't we ever do that?
You can do that.
Let's count.
Yeah, that's what my grandma used to do.
Oh my gosh, I never kept count.
That's fun. I mean, we've had one so far, but yeah, I mean, there's tons of families and stuff here, so.
You know,
lots of
speaking
kids.
of Gryffindor.
Kaylee's here.
We went to, hi Kaylee. We went to Warner Brothers Studios. I was chaperoning Tom's field trip for his high school program, and I got sorted by the sorting hat.
I got sorted too.
Yeah.
We were in different houses.
I was surprised, but I'll take it. I always thought I was Ravenclaw, but I got put into Slytherin.
I heard something.
Oh, here they are. He's gotta go deliver the candy. I'll do the next one. I'm gonna show you guys the dogs.
There's a lot of people coming.
Oh, there's a lot of people. Here they are. We can't keep them in the house while the trick-or-treaters are coming because it would be a disaster. Oh, it's a whole thing. They're all here. Okay. Is trick-or-treating still at night there? Yep. Knowing Tom, he has some wire hooked up to his doorbell and it sends a ping to his phone for a counter. It's very true, probably. I was Hufflepuff, but no one cares about them. You know what? I feel like Hufflepuff is like the cult, like, following.
It's a real nice sunset.
I know. Why is the lighting so good right now? The lighting is happening right now. It's good. You guys need to chill. There's a lot of kids. Hold on, I want to take a peek.
Have a good night.
Are they gone?
Yeah, but look at the sky.
Oh, wow. Oh, my God.
What do you think? Is this a crackle?
That's still my crackle, dude.
Oh, I was the right size.
I know. The sunset is really... The sunsets have been real nice, actually. Anyway, so I'm still eating this crackle. Oh, so what are we gonna do today?
Well, we walked the dogs in our costumes, and then we're gonna hand out candy, and then we're gonna engage in our Halloween tradition of
Baking a pizza. Yep.
Which actually sounds great.
Very excited. We should just start it because I'm hungry.
Yeah, I know.
So yeah, what house were you? Did you see what James said about your counter?
No, I just have it. It's just the doorbell.
Were you counting?
Oh, I didn't. That was like a lot of kids. Like that was there like 8 kids, like plus the one little girl earlier. So that's 9.
Okay. Cool.
We can keep a count.
Yeah, let's count. I'm curious now. What are you guys doing for Halloween? If you're just tuning in, say hi. What were you? What did you dress up as? And what's your favorite scary movie?
To answer your question, though, I was Gryffindor.
He was Gryffindor.
Yeah. Okay, so...
I see that. I'm Slytherin. Do you see that? What?
I was just ignoring your question.
I wanted to be in Ravenclaw.
That's a cool one. I mean...
I don't know who the famous Ravenclaw people are.
Are there any?
That's why I felt like it was the underrated one.
I don't know. I honestly...
James is in Hufflepuff. I totally believe that.
I only... Wait, James said primer dinner, but don't think we should show up in costume. Only reason would be to vlog it. I mean... I liked your guys' video from today.
Oh my god, he was like...
I mean, I was cracking up at the video, but I was laughing at the beginning where you guys were ordering the hot dogs because it was dark out, which means clearly it wasn't filmed today, so you had to go out dressed as hot dogs on not Halloween to order your Halloween dinner.
It's the best.
That was funny to me.
Yeah. Yep. So let's get this pizza started. Let me grab it. I'll show you guys what we're gonna have.
Yeah, this is a whole eat with us situation. It's me here. I have nothing. Like, comment, subscribe.
What's your favorite scary movie?
I don't really like scary movies.
I hate scary movies.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun,
I mean,
dun,
oh,
dun.
actually, I take that back. If I were to go to
This is California Pizza Kitchen's frozen pizza. It's a white recipe, so it's crispy thin crust topped with spinach and garlic, ricotta, mozzarella, parmesan, romano, and asiago cheese over creamy garlic sauce.
Vegetarian, yo.
There's like 5 different kinds of cheeses on this.
Adoji said, doing homework, favorite scary movie is Paranormal Activity, even though most try to pretend they didn't like it. I know a lot of people who really love that movie. And the whole style of it.
Preheat. I'm gonna preheat.
Preheat. My favorite, I forgot, I do really like Pan's Labyrinth.
That's not a scary movie.
Are you the guy?
That is not a scary movie.
The guy gets his face cut? That's scary enough. I mean, that's enough.
It's scary, but it's not a scary movie.
Pan's Labyrinth?
I don't think that's a scary. I don't think that's categorized in like horror.
It's probably not horror, but I mean, like, I'm gonna say that's my favorite scary movie because that movie's just so good. It's so creepy and weird. Yeah.
No, I love that movie, but I don't think it's. I think that's more like drama.
Drama?
Foreign film.
Foreign suspense.
Yeah,
Where it would be in the video store, which is a section we didn't have. We just had foreign and suspense.
What's my favorite scary movie?
I'm sure there's one I'm not thinking of.
I know. I'm trying to think. Well, let me tell you about the movie that gave me nightmares for years and still does. Still does, okay? So first of all, I suffer from insomnia pretty badly. And it's been hardcore this week. But whenever I can't sleep, usually this is how it goes, okay? We go to bed between 9 and 10. And then I sleep till about midnight and then I get up. Which, James, is so funny because you're still awake. And, like, that's when I, like, post on my Instagram story and he responds. I'm like, he hasn't gone to bed yet. But anyway, so I stay up from 12. If I'm lucky, I'll only stay up till 1. If it's a really bad insomnia night, I will stay up till 3 or 4. But here's the thing. I'm tossing and turning, and I try so hard to go back to bed. And I'm tossing and turning, and I feel so bad because I know that I am waking up Tom, or at least
I don't even know.
Maybe he doesn't, like, wake up, but I mean, I'm just trying so hard to get comfortable.
Honestly, I don't notice at all.
That I know it's ruining his REM sleep. So I come out to the couch and I sleep there. I don't turn on any lights, and there's this giant TV right here. And let me tell you about what I think of every single time I walk out here in the dark by myself with this huge TV facing the place that I'm going to sleep on, which is the scariest movie to me, The Ring. After The Ring, I vowed to myself I would never watch a scary movie ever again because I was so, oh my God, I was so terrified. I had to like throw a blanket over my TV for weeks after I saw that movie because I just, oh my God. It was such a scary movie. But then, I would say, how many years was it? Maybe like 5 years ago, I went to the Seattle, the EMP Museum.
The Experience Music Project?
Yes.
Yes.
And they had a horror exhibit where they had like the original like Psycho and Ring and da-da-da. And I was in there by myself because it was like a random Tuesday. No, it was like a Thursday. It was just like a random day. So there was no one else in the exhibit. I was in this horror exhibit by myself. And I was like, okay, come at it from production standpoint, listen to the directors and the writers and like what was their inspiration behind like trying to instill this emotion in their audience. And I was like, okay, you know, I have a new appreciation for horror and the kind of reaction it can have on me, but I also just still hate horror.
Yeah. I don't know. I was listening to the Better Call Saul podcast, and they were talking about a lot of suspense. And one of the editors there, she was like, the trick she uses is if she's somewhere and it's suspenseful, our light turned off.
That's okay. It was blinding me.
Yeah, I think it died. It's a little clippy light. But she was saying that if you just plug your ears and take away the sound, it like eliminates half of the...
That's not possible in a movie theater.
But I mean, you know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, James said Pan's Labyrinth is drama fantasy per Google. I mean that makes sense.
Yeah.
And then, yeah. And then
how about scary video games? That's a different story. I mean, I was always the one who had to play them because I was better at the controls than like my brother. But then there was a point where like I would just make him play. Like we got old enough where he got good at the controls, and then like he just was in charge from then on out.
Oh, I'm so yawny.
Because I'm boring.
Oh, it's such a boring live stream. No.
Yeah.
No. But you talk about Resident Evil like once a week.
I know, it's so good. I have such fond memories of
What about
entire
Silent Hill?
series. Silent Hill. Let me tell you about Silent Hill. Okay, Resident Evil did not... I mean, it creeped me out. But Silent Hill, that gets into your head and you can't sleep.
Mm.
Oh my God. It just was psycho. It was like disturbing, you know? Like, zombies are zombies. They're just zombies.
Yo.
They're just undead zombies.
Dropping knowledge.
Yeah. But let me tell you about like Silent Hill and that whole effed up town and their like weird devil tendencies and like the whole universe shifting to like the underworld. Oh my God. It was so... I mean, it was so scary. And because they weren't even zombies. They were like, you know, in Resident Evil, they were zombies that move slow. Silent Hill, these zombies move real fast. They got weapons.
That's what's weird.
Yeah.
Fast zombies.
Oh my God.
Yeah, because in a lot of zombie things, zombies are so slow. It's just like you just walk away. You're like,
Yeah. Anyway. Hey, Black Girl Entrepreneur, what's up, Peach? Hey, you guys, y'all look so cute. Happy Halloween. Silent Hill, dude. I'll never go to horror exhibits. Screw that. Yeah, it took a lot for me to... I don't know. I just was like, come on, you could do this. They also had the Foo Fighters like exhibit too in the same museum.
have you done like the horror nights at Universal or
one time?
You did it, or not scary fun?
One time I did. I did Halloween Horror Nights at Universal in high school. Have you done it?
No, I did it before they had it when it was just like it was real tame.
Oh my god, dude. Let me tell you how crazy. Okay, it's totally changed, I'm sure, because that was, I don't know, 2002 when I went. Oh, I mean, they had like, these guys, they'd put metal like knee pads on so that they could skid and it like flashes on the asphalt and then like they stop right in front of you. Because they're not allowed to touch you, but they'll just like, whoa, like that. And then they have chainsaws without the chain and they're like revving them. Scary. Psychological horror is life. Korean scary movies. Oh my god, Mark. Have you seen the original Ringu? I heard it was scarier. But I don't, that's Japanese.
But speaking of Korea, I like James's costume today. It's pretty amazing.
I won't even do murder mysteries. Oh, those sound fun.
What about a scary escape room?
No, I can't. That's even worse because now it's happening to me.
Your brother was telling us about that one where it was an escape room where they like take you, they take someone from your group and then lock them in a room, and then now you have to go rescue the person in addition to solving the puzzle.
Yeah, straight. He's done. My brother's done like, I don't know, 50 or something like that, and he's been in escape rooms where like he's gotten taken and he's like in a cage.
What a nightmare.
And then someone has to go find the key and like unlock the thing, and I'm just like, I can't.
Yeah. No.
I mean, if there were like an Indiana Jones kind, like an adventure. Yeah. No one's gonna die.
You wear a light on your head and thing.
Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. But no.
Ooh.
Anyway.
Preheat complete.
Do you want to put our pizza in the thingy?
Yes.
The preheat is complete. We are now putting the pizza on the something. Anyway, how's your Halloween been going? Are trick-or-treaters coming to your place? We've so far had 9 because we're keeping count.
I feel like for a while trick-or-treating really died off. I remember it was so massive when I was a kid.
That's because you were a kid.
No, I mean like it was just street after street after street. You just had to quit.
Let me tell you where it hasn't died. Belmont Shore.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God. Like, you couldn't even see the sidewalk. You know why? Because all of Long Beach came to Belmont Shore because they gave out the good candy. Belmont Shore. If you're in the LA area, you want to go trick-or-treating and score some real good, big candy, go to Belmont Shore.
What about Naples? Just Belmont Shore, just the neighborhood.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my god, it was so crazy. Let's see. It's died here because they changed the rules to where it has to be during the day. Oh, how crazy. You have to trick or treat during the day. So what time does it start? Like right after school? That's interesting.
Yeah, I mean, and a lot of places do like trunk or treating and like
out of their car?
Well, it's like a big organized thing. There's a big parking lot or a field that's just filled with cars.
Oh, no, you just go from
and
car to car.
You just set up car to car, yeah.
That sounds scary.
It's I mean, it's usually like churches and stuff.
Oh, okay.
But it's to avoid, creepy things. But there's like, you go to someone's house, like there's a few people in our neighborhood where like their whole entryway is a haunted house.
Yeah, they have a whole thing set up.
People are projecting movies on the garage, like that. I like that old
with like
school.
Music.
There's a whole Nightmare Before Christmas insanity happening at one of the houses, which I guess they'll just leave up until Christmas.
Yeah, because it can do both.
Yeah, but that's better. I don't know. I remember when I lived at my first like little, really ghetto apartment complex, like kids that go from apartment to apartment, and I'm like, okay. Like, I know your parents aren't taking it anywhere, but it's just not fair. Like, I mean, it's fine. You gotta do what you gotta do. But, it's where it's like door, and you're just ding dong, bail. Like, come on. Well, you gotta burn some calories to earn the calories. Burn to earn. That's what I always say.
Let's see. It was right after school from what I remember. During junior high, this family gave candy in a van. I was telling Tom this. I got an apple once. Yeah.
There's always someone who gives you nickels. What? Yeah. Floss.
Yeah, like when I was a kid, we used the pillowcases.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. My Halloween costume from age, like, 10 through 14 was just trench coat and mask with pillowcase. I'd go to the store, get a $9 mask, throw it on, get my mom's raincoat.
I never did the mask.
And then you're just walking and you can't, I mean, it's kind of like this. You can't see anything.
I've never done the mask.
But just the walk, just so much walking. That's what I remember is just the exhaustion of miles.
Why?
I mean, granted, I grew up
That's an option.
I grew up in a town where things are spread out. But I mean, it was literally, you know, like someone is usually my friend's mom or dad would drop us off at the bottom of one street and we'd walk up and then like walk down the other side and then they go to the next street. We would just kind of like do street after street, but everything was real spread. Each house is on like a quarter-acre, half-acre lot.
See, okay, I'm sure I trick-or-treated when I was a kid. I remember trick-or-treating at the mall. Like,
yeah.
We just went to the mall. And then when I was old enough, I would say like middle school, I stopped caring about trick-or-treating, and I started wanting to kind of spook the trick-or-treaters who came to our house. Like, I'd invite friends over and we would like pretend we were mannequins. Yeah,
that's classic.
Oh my god, it was so much fun. Like all of a sudden it was like, I don't care about the candy. I'd rather give out the candy.
You have a good neighborhood for that though.
No, that was even at my old house.
Oh.
Yeah, like just in front of the garage.
Nice.
Yeah, and then in high school it was like, I don't even know. I don't remember trick-or-treating in high school.
I remember getting homemade treats, like before it was weird that people would make brownies and they'd wrap them up and put a thing.
That's so
like,
cute.
Like the old school.
So not a thing anymore.
I mean, there was always the myth of the razor blade and the thing or whatever, but that's not as scary as needles and strawberries.
Oh my god, so sad. Let's see, Doja says, the ones with pillowcases were the ones sleeping over at a friend's house. It was the same for us, Tom. We went across to 2 or 3 subdivisions to get the good stuff. Trick-or-treaters are here.
Do you want to get you have any?
Oh yeah, I'll go give out candy, okay.
Okay. And I will stand here.
How many are we giving?
I just, you know, it depends on the size of the kid. Don't give a 3-year-old like a bunch of candy. We got a bunch of like Snickers and things.
They left, Dave.
Well, that's lame.
I mean, they were already across. I'm gonna open the window a little bit so they know we're here.
Kids have no patience. So they know we're here. There's a lighted jack-o'-lantern. There's literally a ghost with a trick-or-treat bag on the door. It's not on? Oh, that light? Oh, it's just dim. You can brighten it up.
Yeah, I'm gonna brighten it up.
It's just the one over there. The other switch. All the switches. There we go. I mean, it's pretty obvious our house is awake. Kids got no patience, you know, the video games and stuff these days.
Shut up. Did you put the pizza inside?
Oh, yes, I did.
What happened?
James asked, how do I feel about Apu being axed from The Simpsons?
I have no idea what the hell that means.
So, do you know Apu at all from The Simpsons?
I have no idea.
The Quickie Mart owner? He's an Indian character.
Literally, let me tell you something. Please don't let this be grounds for rain.
I know.
I really don't think I've seen a single episode of The Simpsons, ever.
I know, it breaks my heart.
I'm sorry. I just can't get I don't know. I can't. I'm too late. Anyway, I'm sorry.
So Apu, who runs the Quickie Mart and has been in the show since season 1, and they just started season 30.
They axed him?
Well, because he's an Indian character voiced by a white actor, and so now it's like not politically correct.
Why couldn't they get like a Indian person?
Well, I mean, there's that option, but it's also in the context of the show. Yes, he runs a convenience store and everything, but like he's like this fully developed character who has like kids and a wife, and he went through this whole citizenship thing. He's like way more educated. He's a vegetarian with his like garden on top of the Quickie Mart. So he's like, in a lot of ways, he's better than all of the other characters as a person, but just because it was offensive. And the thing that makes me mad is I wish they're not killing him off. They're just sort of not using him anymore in the show. So he's just silently being written out. After 30, some of the most iconic things. What I wish they would have done is what like South Park would have done, which is, and this is why The Simpsons, sorry, I'm on a thing. This is why The Simpsons doesn't have what it used to have, is they should have doubled down and been like, oh, you guys are mad that Apu's there and you want us to cancel it? Like, here's just nothing but Apu for like 2 episodes, and it's, like, just double down on it. Like, oh, what? Now there's like 8 convenience store owners, and they're all voiced by the wrong race of people. Like, now we have a white character voiced by a black guy, and a black guy voiced by an Asian person voiced by like I don't know, an Indian person, like, just screw the whole thing up. That's what they should have done. They didn't do it. It makes me mad. I'm sorry. To answer your question, I don't feel good about it.
Hashtag rant over.
Oh.
So we went and bought candy today. So I wanted to show you our Halloween candy. We had to get holiday candy because we were late.
Oh, this cracks me up, though.
Look at that.
Because we got
Santas.
Christmas candy. The idea of handing out...
Look, they're like wrapped in bows.
Yeah, handing out Christmas candy on Halloween is hilarious for me.
Yeah.
And great. I agree, James, about Groundskeeper Willie and Bumblebee Man. What about all of the characters in a show that's based on cultural stereotypes?
Okay, there's a lot of candy here I've never tried.
Okay,
do you want to do
that.
The next one?
Do I want to what?
Let's do the next one. So we've had Crackle.
I mean,
I'll tell you what I've never had in this bowl. Here's our bowl that we're passing out to the kids, okay?
Oh, there's another bowl over there.
Yeah. So I've never had...
Snickers?
I've had a bite.
What? No.
I've never had a Milky Way. Never. I don't think I've ever had a Twix.
Who are you?
I don't eat the chocolate ones.
What?
Except the Kisses.
Kisses are great. Snickers is like my... What is this? A big Snickers? Snickers Crispy. Ooh, I've never had that, obviously. So, okay,
so let's
Reese's and Snickers are my favorite candies. Period.
Reese's and Snickers?
Yeah. Those are the best.
Reese's used to be my favorite, but I love these Hershey's milk chocolate. Like the Kisses is just like...
Oh, they're great.
Yeah. Crunch was my favorite.
Crunch is great, too. Twix is really good, and every Halloween I always have Twix. I'm like, man, Twix is good. I should eat it more, and then I forget until the next Halloween.
He's appalled by their decision.
Yeah, it should be appalled.
Why are they selling Christmas candy already? Oh, yeah. Halloween was like completely...
Yeah,
what? It's on the clearance shelf, and everything's Christmas now. But anyway,
so you're going to have a Twix?
I'm going to try a Twix, because I feel like... Well...
I'll have a Twix with you.
Okay. I kind of want to try the Milky Way, because I know for sure I haven't had this one.
Okay, well, let me try.
Let's do that. Yeah.
I always Milky Way. It's not that I don't like it. It's that I don't even remember. I
have no idea what this tastes like.
It's just chocolatey chocolate. It's like Snickers without all the crunchy stuff. So here's the Milky Way. There, yeah.
All right, here we go. Yeah. Oh yeah, ASMR.
Oh, you're not gonna like it.
Oh, there's caramel.
It's actually really good, but I like it.
I'm not a caramel fan. Caramel. Not a fan.
You're not gonna like it.
Well, it's real bad, huh?
Oh, I love it. It's actually, but it's real caramelly.
All right, I'm gonna take a bite.
It's sticking to the roof of my mouth and stuff.
Oh, gross.
You really...
Oh, God. It's pure caramel. Oh. Oh, God. It's not bad.
You know what I admire, though?
It's not bad.
I admire that you didn't do the thing that a lot of people do and they take the tiny little bite. Like
you gotta
you went in and did it.
You gotta give it a fair shot.
I admire that. Oh, yeah, Twix. Doji says you might not like Twix either. Twix has cookie to balance out the caramel. It's got the cookie crunch.
Oh!
It's the only candy with the cookie crunch.
That tastes like a caramel frappuccino.
Yeah?
Not really a fan. Ooh!
You know what was interesting, and I didn't expect it, was Snickers peanut butter. There's like, everyone's going crazy with like all the varieties. Snickers almond for fancy
I'll
folk.
tell you this, M&M's. I've never had a non-brown M&M until top.
Like a peanut M&M?
No, like straight up. Well, yeah, peanuts I never had for sure. But the color even, like only the red.
Where are you buying just brown M&Ms?
I would pick them out because
Why?
Because I wanted only chocolate, and I felt like the brown was chocolate.
Was more chocolate.
And the other ones were like some fruity chocolate thing, and I was like, I'm not gonna try.
Oh man, I've been having a love affair with Skittles lately. And you know what happened at work the other day?
A love affair.
Well, it's because all my students use Skittles to make stop motion movies because they're really good. They don't melt and stuff. And I was really wanting Skittles, so I went in the teacher's lounge to buy Skittles, and the bag, went zzz, and then didn't come out, and I was like, ugh. So I put in another $1. That one fell, and the other one got stuck. And then I just kept doing that. And then finally I had to leave with like 4 bags of Skittles, and one still stuck, and I was just like, what could have been? Skittles are real good, though.
I don't think I've ever tried Skittles.
Oh, well, I mean, I'm a much more of a chocolatey person. But
you don't have any hard candy, huh?
Yeah, fruity candy I'm not huge on, but Skittles are so good. Oh, unless you're a monster. One of my students one year for Christmas gave me a big jar filled with M&Ms and Skittles. You know what a monster you have to be? Oh, and I think there are Reese's Pieces in there too. And you're just like, you never know what you're... It's just a monster.
Have you seen the variety of Oreos? I only know this because of Lamar Wilson.
Oh, yeah. Oreos are going nuts now.
Yeah, it's crazy.
I think it was Mickey Mouse Oreos, but they tasted like birthday cake. Oh, they were great. We've been going through a huge birthday cake phase.
Oh, my God. Tell James what we did last weekend.
Okay, so first off, every weekend it's been a thing now to go to Cold Stone, where I've become a huge fan of birthday cake remix. It's so good and so sugary. But then last weekend we were in Anaheim and we went to Susie Cakes, which has just a cake called Vanilla Celebration Cake. And it is by far the best cake ever. It's just so good.
It's the same cake for my birthday.
It's, yeah, a couple of Heather's friends had it at a birthday party, and it was just so good. And then they had these really good cookies and brownies and cupcakes. It's like, oh, it's such a good bakery. Yeah, I mean, you just bring home diabetes. But so James and Mark, you guys are in that area. You should, if you have not gone to Susie Cakes, you should go to Susie Cakes. And everything's like packaged perfectly, and they wrap it up all perfect. Oh, it's so good. I don't know what a Snickers crisper is. It's probably like, I'm gonna try it. I've had like 12 candies today. Ooh, it's a square. What is this? So the top half is like a Snickers. Look at my gross bite. But the bottom half is like rice.
All right, we're back in business. So, M&M's over Skittles any day. I agree.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, yeah.
Babe, you should go trick-or-treating and bring back what they give you.
Most people aren't a fan of a 32-year-old trick-or-treating with no kids.
Just take the dogs.
Can I have non-chocolate for my dog?
No one's coming down our cul-de-sac because it's so dark.
Well, they're missing out on like a ton of candy.
Yeah, James, that's where Irene's birthday cake was from. It was so good that I was like, we need to stop by Susie Cake. So you can buy the cake by the slice. So we each got a slice.
Which are huge, by the way.
Yeah, it was like a whole cake. And then I got a red velvet cupcake, which was, I didn't think anything could compete with sprinkles. Oh my God. Their cookie. I am going to have diabetes. 100%. I'll tell you that right now.
The cookie was so good.
Oh my God, yeah. It's a good thing that there's no Susie Cakes here, because let me tell you.
Yeah.
It would be bad times.
Yeah.
Anyway. En route to dinner. Happy Halloween. Bye.
Bye. Have fun.
So, yeah. I think, should we end it when we eat? Or do you want to just eat on here?
It's whatever you want.
What do you want to do?
I mean...
How's this? Is it...
It's so itchy. Oh my gosh. It's just so... Oh. Oh.
You don't have to leave it on.
I want to be in character. I don't know how they play like full-on concerts, you know, for hours on end with these things, like sweating and running around and like trying to pay attention to an instrument. That's true showmanship, let me tell you.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, how about we... Sure, why don't we eat then?
Okay.
On here.
On here?
Yeah.
Okay. It's if people want to eat. Wait, how long have I been wearing this? Doji asked. I don't know. Maybe like 2 hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, because we didn't really have any Halloween plans, so we kind of like makeshifted our costumes at the last minute to make sure we had something. Because we kept having like 1,000 different Halloween costume ideas for like the whole year.
I know.
And then it
literally the whole year. That's what's so sad about
it. Approached so fast, and then we just didn't get it done. And a lot of them were ones that would have required like going to a thrift shop and finding like just the right, like if you want to be Phoenix Wright, you got to go find like a blue suit and a spiky wig. Like, oh, I didn't have it on for classes. No, they scheduled a training today for all of the career tech teachers in our whole 3-district region. So it's like, yeah. So I was no teachers in career tech anywhere near us were at school today. We were all at a meeting, so we didn't get to dress up. Although one lady just came fully decked out in like airbrushed like unicorn makeup and stuff, blue hair, glitter, the whole works. I was like, you know what? Yeah. A couple of teachers dressed up yesterday because they knew they weren't going to be there today. But Halloween at school is like super fun. I was left shark one year, all day at school, which is really hard. But like when kids walk in and you're just standing there in like your stupid shark costume, oh, it's pretty funny. And then I was just hoping that nobody was gonna be like, I don't know, need to be disciplined because you can't yell at someone about like professionalism when you're dressed like a shark. Let's see. You might try and be Finn next year. Finn.
Why does that sound familiar?
Finn. Finn.
That's Finn.
I keep thinking Flynn, like Flynn Rider from Tangled, but that's not it.
Who is Finn?
As in The Adventures of Huck.
No.
From Glee.
Oh, I don't know who that is. I thought
No,
it was
he's dead.
Who's Finn? Oh, that's right. Force Awakens. The guy, yeah, who like
the main character.
Yeah, stole the ship.
Like not Kylo Ren.
I don't know what happened. It all moved that way.
That's what they do in the display thing.
So here's our pizza. I'm gonna try not to tip this over.
But clearly, like half of it got.
I don't know what happened. All the seasonings just went to the side or to one side. So here we go.
Cheers.
I'll take this one. Cheers. You want to take your lactose pill? Oh.
You want to do it?
What? You know, one year, you know how they ask you like trick or treat? We should do trick one year.
Because aren't they? They're threatening you.
Huh?
They're saying trick or treat. Like, we're gonna trick you if you don't give us a treat. They're not asking like either or. That was 3 people though.
Oh.
Like they're threatening you. You're paying them off with treats. Otherwise, they're gonna like do a trick.
Oh, I thought it was like, can you give me a trick or a treat?
No. Trick, trick. And then just like.
I didn't know that.
This is our eating channel now. The house is too scary to go up to for the candy. That's all you.
Okay. How many are you giving? Where's the thing?
It depends on the kid. It's by the door. The first year I lived here, I got full-size bars for everything. Like the biggest full-size bars. And I was like, I'm gonna be the cool house. And then kids just like reached in and took them all. And... You what?
You should have given them more. I feel bad.
Yeah, I was going back for seconds and they just walked away and I was like, oh.
I only give them 2.
Now you gotta be cool house. How many people were there?
2 kids.
Boom. See. I hear more voices.
How did you guys celebrate Halloween this year?
Give them a lot. I think when people bring their babies and they just like hold up the baby, and you're like, this candy's clearly not for the baby, but whatever, here's the Snickers. That's a lot of people. This pizza's super good. I was a cool house for 1 year, for like part of 1 year. That was like a lot of people.
Oh god, I lost 5.
Nice. We're up to 19.
Yep. What's up?
This is really good.
I know it's so good. CPK, $4 at Walmart. You want a trigger pill?
That's what it was.
Yeah. Tom is lactose intolerant, so I kind of am too. I don't know. My body can't decide.
You're spontaneously lactose intolerant.
Yeah. I don't know. But anyway. So, Adoji, since you're here, roll in.
The mirror or whatever behind Heather is creepy.
What mirror?
The mirror behind.
Oh, this. Let's see. There's no candy at my house. I'll have to give them raw potatoes. That's awesome. You're that house. Adoji, so I'm thinking about, well, I think it's going to happen, but bringing back Heather's Happy Hour.
Talk about the direction you want to take for your channel.
Like, no direction?
Yeah, talk about that.
I guess so. Okay, so, I've been kind of just not prioritizing my channel because of all this, like, business planning and strategizing and really prioritizing for income and stuff like that. I've realized that my vlog is not going to be a main source of income. It's huge for branding. It is what I do. You know, it is my brand, but you know, the number of vlogs that I create does not correlate with more income. And so that's just something that I had to come to terms with. Obviously, that is not how I've seen it before. Like, that's why I set up a Patreon, because I thought like I could monetize off that way. And obviously the channel can monetize and it does bring in money, but it's not something that's stable. So that's why instead of taking the time to shoot and edit a vlog, I've been doing client stuff or going to networking events and, you know, stuff like that. So, but because of that, now I've come to this realization that there is no strategy needed for my channel. Now I don't care. It's like, I used to, every time I had an idea, I was like, oh, I don't know if I should do it on the channel. Like, you know, it's going to mess up the ranking. It's going to like mess up with organic reach. And it just, I was trying so hard to like.
How many times you had that conversation? Yeah,
like, oh, it doesn't fit in with the theme of the channel and blah, blah, blah. And I mean, I wouldn't want to just do absolutely anything. It's still all going to be part of my story. HeatherJustCreate, entrepreneurial journey, stuff like that. But I think, I'm not going to stress as much in terms of like creative direction. I don't know. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's why, like, Heather's Happy Hour, for example, I stopped it because I felt like they were pointless. I didn't understand like why I was doing them. Obviously it was fun to hang out for whoever showed up, but I could be doing a million other things, you know? And so it was just like, I don't mind. I want to do it, you know, if there is a goal. And I just want to make sure that everything is productive and stuff like that. So I think just the balance of being strategic and productive, but also not holding myself back because I'm thinking that it's going to mess up with SEO and stuff like that. Yeah, not going to have that. But anyway, going off of that, Adoji, or anyone else who ever caught Heather's Happy Hour in the past, what did you like about the show? You know, what should I continue to do if I were to do a weekly live stream and bring this back? I don't want to just come on and be like, all right, guys, so what are we going to talk about today? Which is why I stopped it, because, you know, I've watched my old streams and there's ones that are like so good, and there's some where I'm just like, I didn't know what to do at all. And I've actually just like removed those, but I'm just curious, like, you know, should it just be a recap since I can't maybe edit something? I can come on here and just talk to you guys about what's been going on during the week, or, you know, whatever. I don't know. What do you guys think? I haven't been meaning to email you about that, just haven't had the time. What do you think?
I saw when it was becoming just like, it wasn't a chore. It's not like you never didn't enjoy doing it.
Yeah.
But I remember where it was like, you know, like you said, okay, I'm going to spend, you know, an hour doing this and a little bit of time setting up and cleaning up afterwards. So in that time, I could be doing something else, like more productive. But I do think it was important. What I liked about it, I liked the prioritization of where it was a standing appointment, where it was like, this thing I'm going to do.
No matter what.
Yeah, and you did them from different locations, different wherever. You'd always make it happen, which I thought was really neat. And then kind of going off of like some of the other stuff we've been talking about, I think that weekly connection with a larger audience, or at least like an outside audience, I think that's good. And I think that's, I don't know, I think it's a good thing for everybody. Like,
well, you've watched a lot more live streams in the past year.
From other people or from...
Yeah. So yeah. What do you think, like, what do you think of this is going to turn to Sharespark TV real quick, but what is your state of live streaming on YouTube, Tom?
I don't see people doing it as much as they were, like, I don't know, maybe like 4 months ago, people were starting to live stream like crazy, like huge channels going like once or twice a week. And then there was a thing kind of at the beginning, middle of summer, where a lot of people were thinking that live streaming was messing up their channels. Like YouTube didn't know how to categorize your channel if you're doing a bunch of live streams and then edited stuff. Like, and I don't know how much of that was true. A bunch of people said after they unlisted their live streams that then their channel like
started to
skyrocketed.
Grow. Yeah.
And so we experimented with mine. I enlisted a bunch. Nothing happened, so it didn't make any difference for my like smaller channel. I don't know on a larger channel. What I noticed though, so aside from that whole thing, which is it's a whole separate discussion.
See, that's the thing that I'm not going to pay attention to anymore.
Yeah. So then, without that in mind, kind of going to things, what I've seen is a lot of people were doing it to monetize. They know that if I do this weekly live stream, especially big channels, they're gonna get super chats. They're gonna, you know, like there are channels that if they go live for 50 minutes, it doesn't matter what they talk about, they're going to make $1,000 in super chats and stuff. And if you just know that at any time you can do that, like, oh man, I need $1,000, let me spend an hour. Like, yeah, you're going to probably do that.
You want to do it?
Yeah, I'll do that one.
Hold that thought. Ben is so mad. Look at this. Let's see. Recap would be cool. If you don't have anything else planned, it's better when you don't have a set date, but still do it at least once a week. People are doing the premiere thing a lot more now instead of live streaming. Dashi Games is one of those people. Anyway, you were saying.
And so now I've kind of been finding
$1,000 an hour.
A lot of people stopped. A lot of people just stopped because I think they felt it was hurting their channel. It's also a lot of work to live stream, you know, unless you're like someone on Twitch or where it's your thing that you do regularly. A lot of people have been doing like critiques, like live critiques, where you could show your photos, show your videos. At least the channels I watch that are like in those areas, and then they'll critique your stuff live, which is a good way to draw in an audience. But I kind of not into the ones that are just for the building the audience. I like the ones that are to share something. And there's a few channels that will just do live streams where you can tell they enjoy it. And they're just sort of having fun. You know, it's a longer format thing. They don't have to edit all their thoughts down to a couple seconds. They can just sort of like share, you know, especially with like cameras and tech and the stuff I watch. They're just kind of like, yeah, this is where I want my channel to go. This is this new piece of gear.
So it's just it's a way to like connect.
It's a way to connect, and I like it when it's authentic, which yours always were. And it was really motivating for me when I was starting my channel last year to kind of see that, and to see that, I mean, you had a standing appointment, but at any time you could go live, and within a few minutes there'd be people having a conversation. It was like, wow, that's crazy that you can just sort of tap into this community at any time. It's neat. Like, that's going back to Sharesparky stuff, like the fact that that's possible is crazy. And I don't know. I don't know if that answered anything, but
oh yeah.
I feel live streaming is decreasing popularity on YouTube at least, but maybe for good reason, because now the people who are doing it because they actually want to.
I like that. Thank you for that. The people that go live and clearly don't like it versus record and edit is strangely entertaining.
It's weird.
Like who?
I can't think of any off the top of my head. But you just see people.
Does Casey go live?
No, he did some Twitch a little bit, but
He's just being a dad again.
yeah. I don't know. What do you think of the premieres thing?
I like it. I think it's a cool way for, obviously an engaged audience that's already subscribed to a person. It's like live streaming. It's like, wanting to connect with the audience that already knows you. I think that's cool because I know, like, dude, if I had have premiered my vision board video, I put forever in a day into that one. And to be able to watch it live with my people would be so cool. So I like it. I've seen the reports about how it's hurting organic reach and
so what does that mean?
I don't know. I think it's the same thing as like YouTube Live, that same like here's a new feature, but because YouTube can't figure out like what to do, it's hurting ranking, it's hurting SEO.
You know what it reminds me of? It's really kind of pissed me off.
Huh.
Is today we were going over some stuff for students in career technical education programs and what would qualify them in the California Department of Education's classifications as being well prepared for college and career.
Okay.
And some of the things were like, completing 3 years of a pathway or whatever, getting these scores on tests. And one of them was dual enrollment, which means while they're in high school, they're also enrolled at like a community college. So they're earning college credit while they're in high school, which is hard because you have to have a community college that can provide that. And for some classes, the way that they're written can offer college credit. So your senior class could be your community college credit. But it said the same class couldn't count for both. So they'd have to choose one or the other, which we were all asking, like, why? If it's the same class and it's good for one and the other, like, why wouldn't it do both, especially knowing the actual obstacle of having this enrollment? And literally it came down to, the Department of Education has like this programming issue with their database where they can't sort that out, like the way they do all these course codes and all the logistics behind it. They can't sort it out, and they've been trying for like a couple years, and they can't get it. So probably a few more years. And we were like, seriously,
like that's the reason.
So you're affecting real students and real teachers and real programs and like real outcomes because of a computer glitch?
Yeah,
like that just blew my mind. Like, I mean, you should be rioting in the streets over that. And
that's how you feel with YouTube.
That's kind of how I feel with YouTube, where it's like,
it's just so big. Like they can't.
I know that's why it's. I almost wish they could like I don't like simplify their thing a little bit. Like does it need like. I don't know.
It's so hard. I can't imagine because it's.
I can't imagine what they. But I mean,
it's
if you're
hard moderating one community.
If you're gonna offer live streaming, don't hurt people for using live streaming. You know.
Doji says I might like Premiere versus going live for HHH.
Well, Premiere, you'd have to edit it then. It is cool, but Premiere is also the first time that you can
super chat.
That you can super chat a recorded video.
I don't know. We'll see.
Which is cool.
I need to try it. And we'll see.
It's me, dude. Said want to say hello. Been a lurker for about 3 months.
Hi, it's me, dude. What's up? Thanks for saying hi. Oh, thanks for saying hi. I don't like lurkers.
You don't?
No, I feel like if you spend all that time watching for that long, say hi, dude.
Yeah, but
I would love feedback. I want to know why you watch. I want to know like what you like about my videos.
Of course, but think about.
I always leave feedback. Always.
I always leave feedback. But think about how many people you do leave feedback on and never get back to you. Like there's some people.
Oh, on mine.
That even I'll comment to, and I'll be like, oh yeah, no, you're right about this or whatever. And they're like, oh, whatever. And they're like, oh, I didn't expect you to actually respond. And I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I've been bad lately, but
I mean,
no,
like,
I read every comment. I just might not respond.
Let's see. It's me, dude. Says, in my opinion, doing IRL is the future. I mean,
what's IRL? Like, I mean, I know what it is.
Like streaming real life.
Oh.
I mean.
Bovek, what's up, man?
I don't remember Bovek.
Bovek, wow, throwback. It's been a while.
That's like your apartment days.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I want to talk about the education system with you one day, Tom. Getting so fed up with certain things. Why don't they launch another site for live streams or something? Yeah, like Twitch.
I mean, then there's all the issues there. There's so many issues. And I was listening to that Sarah Dietschy, Peter McKinnon podcast the other day. It was actually really good. And he was talking about, before he was on YouTube, he was all about Vimeo. And he was like, I love the interface. He had all the same thoughts about Vimeo versus YouTube that I had, where he's like, the interface is better, like the community is better. I mean, just like, it's without all the stuff. And it came down to, though, like, yeah, but if you want people to actually watch your videos, put it on YouTube. Yeah. Which is true. And that's where it, like, that's the rough part is,
I mean, it's where the people are.
It's where the people are. I mean, I like YouTube, and I really appreciate it. Yeah. Bobek says, have you ever taken your students trick-or-treating? No. But Halloween at school is really fun. Like, there's always, like, super fun stuff happening. And last year, we did go on the Universal trip, like, on the 30th, I think. So it was very Halloween Horror Nights, scary stuff. I don't know. Kids really get into, like, the holiday.
You had a Halloween party, too.
Oh, we had a pretty cool Halloween party last year, too. That was fun.
So anyway, conclusion.
In conclusion, people are people.
I think I'm going to do Helly's Happy Hour once a week. Live. We'll see how this goes.
Now the important question.
Yeah.
Are you starting the episode count over, or are you continuing from where you left off?
I'm going to continue. Wow.
What number is this?
I have no idea. I don't even know. No. Twitch is so much more fun for me. We were into Twitch for a little bit.
You played around with it this summer.
Yeah. Yeah.
I definitely get it.
Yeah.
But I think also a lot of it for me came down to equipment, which kind of goes into what It's Me Dude was saying about IRL being the future. Like, the easier it becomes to live stream in high quality, the more, I mean, obviously the more it will happen. But, you know, if you want to really get into it and have nice looking stuff and little graphics, and like, it's a whole like mission control that you have to set up. And my computer just couldn't handle that.
It's not easy. Bolvec, when was the last happy hour? I haven't seen one since you and your business friend forgot her name.
Carissa.
Oh, yeah. Carissa. I can't remember when the last Heather's Happy Hour was. Jeez.
I mean, last spring?
Yeah, it's been months. Forever. Mr. JRH. Newbie, I found your channel through a video you did with Jermaine. Yeah, what's up? Jermaine's a buddy. It's me, dude. You're like the modern day Mary Tyler Moore. I'm rooting for you. I never watched Mary Tyler Moore. What's her deal?
It was like too much like The Simpsons. I couldn't watch it.
No, because it was like too old.
You love old stuff though.
It was like too old. Like, because wasn't it like older than I Love Lucy?
No, I mean, it's like the same era.
Roland says, Murphy Brown came back 25 years later and called it season 9. You can just call it a new season of Happy Hours.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, you know what would be interesting?
What?
What
is it?
If you do your 12-week year thing, which I know we haven't talked about, but if you do that, each happy hour will be on a new week of the year, a new month, basically. Mm-hmm. And you can, at least for the first 12. So,
I read this book I'm reading this book called The 12-Week Year, and I think it's a really popular business book, but it's basically, it's a whole system that's set up so that you get the same amount done that you would in a year in 12 weeks. And it's pretty insane, but I'm going to try it starting next week. So I'm going to go through a whole year, but it'll only be 12 weeks. Each week is a month. It's kind of cool. I'm excited. But yeah. So I guess there will be stuff to talk about.
There'll always be something to talk about. And you've had busy weeks, so.
Yeah. Yeah.
There's definitely nothing going on.
Doji says it's a legit production studio for some streamers. It blows me away sometimes. That actually would be sick. HHH season 2. Yeah. Oh, wow. Hi. Okay, so if you're just tuning in, welcome. Hello. I don't know if you don't know who I am or you're new here. My name is Heather. I'm documenting my entrepreneurial journey on this channel. It is Halloween. This is Tom, business partner / boyfriend, and Aquabats.
Yes,
today.
I am the Aquabats.
Yes. And I don't know, we decided to bring back, well, I'm bringing back Heather's Happy Hours, the live stream show that I used to do every single week. This is just the fun prequel, but I guess officially we're
Prequel?
Prequel to season 2, which starts next week.
Teaser.
Yeah. All of the things.
What do they call it? The, what's the stupid term? It's like the sizzle reel. It's the worst term.
I've never heard that.
Seriously? It's like the thing where you have something coming out and you need to make like...
burped. I'm sorry.
You need to make like teasers.
Burped in your face. Oh my god, I burped and I just let it go.
Yeah, this is where we're at. Go back to our happy hour from last Halloween where it's like...
Who are you? Proper. I know. Oh my god, how cute was that?
Anyway.
Let's see. I admire your effort from watching your videos. Oh, thank you. It has been a long journey. Actually, you know what? Let me get real for a second because I've been thinking about this for a while and I wanted to make a video, but this is another thing with Heather's Happy Hour because I would end up just talking about what I was going to vlog about in the live stream and then never ended up.
Right.
But this is what I've been thinking about a lot is this idea of I love what I do. I love what I'm doing. My life is awesome. My journey is awesome. It's the best. Like, I just love how everything is right now. Obviously, I'm very far from where I want to be, but that doesn't take away from just the experience that I get to wake up to every single day. And I just love figuring it out. It's stressful, but like I feel fulfilled. Would I do it again? No. Would I recommend it to other people? No. And I feel like that people might be like, well, if you love it so much, like how come you wouldn't do it over? Or like how come you wouldn't want someone else to do it? And I think the reason why I started thinking a lot about it was that people have been asking me for advice a lot recently. And I almost like look at them like, God, you're even further than I was when I was starting. And I just feel so bad. Because I know everything I had to go through just to get to where I am now. I'm not saying it's not impossible. Maybe people, they'll make headway way faster than I have because I'm, a mess. But I think my conclusion is I am so... It's not that I wouldn't do it over. It's just that I live each moment to the fullest, and I really do. And if it were game over, just like this was the last day, I would feel very satisfied with that. I would have no regrets. I would just be like, you know what, it was so much fun. I wouldn't do it again though because it's so hard. And like I don't know, I think I don't know, it was just I got caught up in this thought of like not wanting to do it again and not feeling bad about that thought because I feel like if something's so good you just want to do it over and over and over, but if it's so good then wouldn't you just want it to be that one time? Do you know what I'm saying?
I think what you're talking about is satisfaction versus just like enjoyment, because like going on a ride at a theme park is enjoyable. It's fun. You might get off the roller coaster, maybe not you. You might get off the ride and go like, I'm gonna go on that ride again. But but that's not satisfying in the same way that like accomplishing something really hard is. But like at the end of a 50-mile bike ride, you don't want to go back to mile 1, but you're really happy to be at mile 50.
Exactly. That is a perfect way to put it. It's like I'm so proud of every moment, but hell no, I would never start this over. Oh my God. The thought terrifies me that I would have to go through all that again. But
what if you, I guess this is almost an impossible question. If you like went back in time to April 2016 not with the knowledge that you have now, but just you, April 2016, like, I mean, obviously you did it, so I guess you would do it again.
Yeah. I mean, like, would I have no regrets is I feel like the answer to that. Like, would I do anything differently? No, I feel like everything had to happen the way that it has. You know, I think my pace, if I were to honestly rate myself compared to other entrepreneurs, other business owners, other people who have been on something similar, I think I'm going relatively slow. People might disagree, people might agree, but I just feel like because of what I do, you know, it's different from like someone who does hair. It's so clear what you do. You do hair. You either cut hair, you color hair, you know who your target market is, you know you need to go get a space, you know exactly the tools you need, and you just go do it. It's just this beautiful, straightforward plan. And all the creative stuff is like, well, what should I name the salon? And like, what color should I put on the website? What should my logo look like? I have all those things plus like an infinite amount of like how I can help people, which is what I do. You know, it's like I help people. I can do video, YouTube, social media. I could do an online class. I could do this. I could do that. I could do a vlog. I could do a live stream. It's just been such a it's been difficult trying to narrow it down to. It's been difficult trying to get myself to realize that I'm the one who has that power to make a decision on what it is I offer. Like, I actually I have to be the one to be like, you offer only A, B, and C, period. All my life, I have taken orders. I've never decided. You know, I've just never decided. Someone has told me what to do. Even if it was something so broad, like, you know, raise awareness for our organization. All right, cool. I can go with that, you know, but not having someone tell me what it is I'm supposed to do and relying on myself on that. Oh, it's so hard. It's hard, but I love it. It's so much fun. I don't know why I went on that.
That was good. I like listening to it.
Okay, let's see. Mary Tyler Moore was the 70s and is super awesome. There are episodes on YouTube. You are sort of Mary Tyler Moore of digital literacy. Tom might be the Rhoda. Season 2, Bovek. I know you would do psychology if you were to do it over. You're making progress with this journey, so that's what matters. Oh, you mean the YouTube media work. Oh yeah, I mean if I redid college, for sure psychology. For sure. Oh, I'm still so sad.
Yeah, that's our difference in college, because
you knew
you had
went?
a much more I don't know what you would call it, not traditional, but full social experience in college.
I was having parties every weekend, dude.
Yeah, then I did.
I mean, the cops knew me. It was a whole. I mean, I had my cell phone stolen from my apartment 3 times.
I didn't have that, but I got to study something I was interested in. So it was different.
I learned a lot about people, just in different ways.
Yeah. Let's see. It's me, dude says it's difficult when you get up and are uncertain in daily tasks. Unlike a 9 to 5, hard to stay focused all day.
Oh my god. It's still something I can't stop fantasizing about. I just. Like, even with the people that I meet, because I network all the time, I hope this doesn't come off as, like... I hope this doesn't come off the wrong way, but sometimes I look at someone and I'm like, I could do your job in an hour. Not yours. Yours is hella hard. I'll make that clear right now. I don't know how you do what you do. Because even at my last job, working at a school, and only really having to interact with the kids for an hour... I came home pooped.
Remember when I broke down in tears last week at 5:30 in the morning? That's how you do it.
My darling. Hey, that's why we're here for each other.
It is.
I broke down this morning.
That's true.
I hella had a breakdown this morning, so there you go.
Uh-oh, it's the Fallout Boy. It's one of your students. Let's see if you can guess who. It's the Fallout Boy.
Hi, Mr. Buck.
I have 210 10 of you.
Let's see. Michael Henry, hi. Bovek, yeah, entrepreneurship is tough. Instead of following a path, you have to create your own with trial and error. Yeah.
Well, I think, and I hope this comes out okay. But I think with something in your field, because like a salon or whatever, like you said, like you have a product, you have a service, it's really clear. I think yours traditionally would be something that, like, say I have my job and then like I start doing it like on the side a little bit, and then it gets popular, and suddenly like this just starts growing where now I can't split my attention anymore, so then I have to shift, and by the time I shift it's already at a point, whereas you put yourself in the spot of like I am ending and going here.
Yeah.
So I think maybe that's why it seems a little slower.
Yeah.
I don't know if that makes sense, but
no, it does.
Yeah.
I see what you're saying.
He knows a lot about red cameras. So it's probably not Renee. Well, I mean, Renee knows about red cameras, but I don't think he's into Fall Out Boy. Who are we just talking? Oh, wait. The sad thing is, like, in a media program, I have several people who we talk about red cameras with.
What's a
but
red
who keeps
camera?
telling me it's just like the baller camera? Oh, wait. This would be somebody maybe who has a different YouTube channel under a different name as well. I don't know. Maybe.
I like that your kids tune in.
To your channel?
I know. Like, how are you guys sub to my channel? That's awesome. I should go and, like, hang out in your classroom.
You should. You know how much the kids, like, just want you to be there?
I know.
You can even be alone in the classroom now because you're straight up.
I had to go get fingerprinted.
Yeah, you're a supervisory volunteer.
Yeah. We need to, like, do a collab, like, the like, resume thing or the marketing thing. We need to make that happen.
I mean, you're not busy or anything, you know? Just see.
You want to talk about our breakdowns?
Oh, it's Alex. Oh!
Who's Alex? Alex. Do I know Alex?
You don't know Alex yet. But Alex
yet.
is great. Alex is real good with digital media, and that's right. Yesterday we were talking, and he was like, "Just get some red cameras." But I have like several students who are always pushing me to buy a red camera with like school's money, and like I know it seems limitless, but I can't put 20 grand, 30 grand into one piece of equipment.
Oh my gosh, are that expensive?
They are that expensive, but up until about 10 years ago, it would have been 100, 120 grand. So it's still actually, for an independent filmmaker, it's...
Bovek says, Tom, you said you knew exactly what you wanted to study in college, and that's quite uncommon these days. Advice to those uncertain about their major or career path?
Oh.
Well, this is great because you've got your kids here.
Yeah, this is
I
good.
will go get the candy.
Drop my mask on for some knowledge. The big thing, I studied English Lit, and I decided when I was in my senior year of high school that I wanted to be an English teacher, so that it makes sense, so loud, it makes sense to get an English degree. But there were people in my English program who were like, yeah, I don't want to teach and I don't want to be an author. And I was like, what are you doing here? And the biggest mistake I think people make with college, as much as I'm a huge advocate for college, because I don't think going to college has ever limited someone's opportunities or decreased somebody's earning potential, but so many people just go to college.
That was me.
Yeah, and they don't.
It didn't even occur. I didn't even know why I was going. I just, because mom and dad were like, you gotta go.
And a lot of people will go straight out of high school, jump into like a 4-year university that's insanely expensive, and they might go into debt or use up like all their parent savings or whatever. And that to me is insane. Like, I think it's really important to decide what you need to do and figure out if college is a part of that. But my biggest thing is if somebody's graduating from high school and they don't know what to do, I advocate strongly for community college, which a lot of students and counselors and teachers sometimes think that that's like failure. Like, I'm not going to school, I'm going to my community college. And
yeah.
Like, community college in a lot of cases is like free or close to it. And almost for any degree, whatever the final degree is, the first 2 years are the same general ed. So if I don't know what I want to do now, but in 3 years I'm going to decide that like I want to go for medicine or whatever, and then I go to school from scratch, I'm going to have to start at English 101 and like, or English 1A and jump into like world religions and all just the basic classes. Whereas you can knock those out now in 2 years because you're going to need them no matter what.
And just jump into
do it super cheap at a community college.
Upper day.
In that 2 years, you might figure out what you want to do. And if you don't, then just end with an AA or nothing and wait until you do. And then if a year or two go by and you're like, no, I want to study history, then you just jump into the upper division history coursework. But I do think college is excellent, but you have to have an end goal. You can't go to college for the sake of going to college to make somebody happy because it's too expensive. That's like buying a house. It literally is like buying a house just because someone told you that you should buy a house and you're like, but I don't know if this is the right house or if I can afford it. Like,
you know, advice that I would give to myself.
Perfect timing.
Advice I would give to myself is to intern earlier, because I found out that I didn't want to do pre-med as a junior in college on my internship. And if I just had that experience earlier, I would have known faster and I wouldn't have spent like 3 years of my life studying something that I absolutely hated. So I mean, I think school has changed so much since we were in high school. I mean, just even like, you know, the school I worked at and Tom's school, I think that they expose you a lot more to not just like career day, but like, you know, you do a really good job of showing kids how they could make a career out of the things that you teach. I feel like. Yeah, well, just to get to... The opportunities are there, you know? I mean, they still have to seek it out and go out of their way, but I mean, I think you're not going to know if you don't know. You don't know what you don't know. So if you don't like shadow somebody or talk to somebody, like you have some kids it immediately stands out. These kids are going to go somewhere because they're asking me questions. I'm not telling them. They're just asking me out of curiosity. It's like you already know more just by asking me than the next kid. So you could either decide that you want to do what I do or not. Like, that's just information that can help you. That's the number one thing. And some stuff like, if you want to be a teacher or a doctor or a lawyer, or like those kind of things, then you got to go to school because you can't. Yeah, obviously. But if you want to be a filmmaker, you want to be a writer, a designer. It's not necessary. Yeah, you could be a pro designer in high school. Yeah, you can't be totally. Unless you're Doogie Howser, but even he had to actually go to medical school. You can't be a doctor without the certification. So I don't know. I'm a big advocate for community colleges because I think that's a much more practical choice, and it bothers me that that's often presented as a failure. Like, oh, you didn't get into your actual schools. And kids will always say at the end of their senior year, I'm like, oh, where are you going? I'm just gonna go to community college. Oh, so you're being super smart financially? Oh, how embarrassing, dude. Like, it'd be way cooler if you took the same classes for $50,000 a year. Like, yeah, it sucks that there's that. And Doji says he switched his major 4 times, so did I. Bovek, my story is Heather's because mom said so. I'm sort of floating right now, but not 100% certain. At least I'm going for free. That's nice. Yeah. And Doji, I'm planning to do a video on this subject. Went through it, almost done with it. Awesome. Ben. Bro. Look at this. Let me show you what's happening right here. Hi, it's Ben. Not as dark and sad, really, as it looks in the video. But... Ben wants to come in. Yes, but they freak out at the door, and I can't have him knocking down. That's the situation. Little kids who just come to get their candy and stuff. Yeah. All right. Well, we've been streaming for over an hour. I think. Yeah, my helmet is getting real crooked here. No. Oh. There we go. What is wrong? Do you guys know the Aquabats? You should. It's Tom's favorite band. Yes, it is. Talk about people who did it themselves without waiting for... Just been to 21 shows. No, 22. I just got corrected. Let's see. do you guys have a bucket list before you die? I only have one item on my bucket list right now that I can think of. And it's to jump from one train car to another train car.
It's such a good one.
I just want to do that. It looks so cool. I just think of the NSYNC music video.
Bye, bye, bye.
I think that's the one, right?
No, that is the one.
It doesn't even have to be moving. I just want the shot of like, jump. That's it.
Yeah, every time I see a train, because of you, I constantly look at the distance between the cars and you're like, that's doable, that's not.
Me too. I always look in between. I'm like, I could jump that.
Yeah, I can jump that. And then I know if you were up there, it'd be like, whoa, this is way different.
Yeah. That's the only thing.
Bye, dude.
Do you have a bucket list? Bye, dude.
I don't really have a specific bucket list. I mean, there's stuff like, honestly, like seeing the Matterhorn was like a bucket list item. And we did that. But there's so much... I mean, I'm not against bucket lists by any means, 'cause I think they're great to have goals, but there's so much, like, kind of like you were saying, when I think of, like, what I've seen, done, thought, learned, whatever, so much of it is stuff that I could have never put on a list, because I wouldn't have known to put it on a list, but it would have absolutely gone
Yeah,
on
like
one.
starting my own business. Oh, 100%. That would be, like, that's bucket list worthy.
Yeah, I mean, something like playing the drums was a bucket list item. And that was really important to me when I realized I needed to do that. But something else like starting a YouTube channel, I would never have put that 5 years ago. Like, it wouldn't have occurred to me. But that's been one of my favorite things. So I think rather than like having a specific bucket list, you're just kind of always looking for, like, you're just sort of looking, you're just curious about the world around you. That's the thing.
Roland says Nana starts barking when your dogs bark at the trick-or-treaters. How cute.
Digital connections.
One of mine moved to LA. I want to live abroad for a little bit.
I live with a broad. Sorry.
He cracks himself up, you know?
That's funny.
I bought, look, can I show him my apple pie? So I discovered these, like, they're probably terrible for you, but I discovered these little tiny little pies at Walmart.
Nutrition facts, they have 360 calories, 15 grams of sugar.
So terrible. But they're so cute and they're really good. And they're so small. I love them.
Are they like 50 cents?
Yeah. I think they're 50 cents. So you know they're bad because if they were high quality ingredients, it'd cost a little more. Okay. Premium pricing. Anyway. So I think we should end it.
Until next week. Pause it until next Wednesday.
Yeah. All right. So if you're tuned in, give this video a thumbs up. Let me know what you like about Heather's Happy Hour. What did you like about this? What can I do for future episodes? Give me feedback so I can make sure that it's a, you know, it's a fun hour-ish, a fun happy hour for Heather's Happy Hour. So let me know. Happy Halloween.
Yes. Happy November.
I know. How is it November 1st already? We got 2 more months. Let's finish this 2018 strong. And go check out Tom's channel if you haven't already, The Enthusiasm Project. And we'll catch you guys later. Bye.